terrible because now you cannot evade the Shadow Strike anymore.
You can avoid the first damage instantly, but you can't avoid the projectile itself. Really.
Exactly. So you're completely useless. So
that was so dumb. I remember there was a game
with Thompson particularly.
I don't think it was a Russian game. It was a CIS game where they were still playing Dazzle mid back then, and I think it was like G Dazzle mid against someone's Monkey King, and it was like FN or something, and me and Lacoste didn't quite understand how bad it was going to be for the Dazzle. Because Monkey King's cooldown on his mischief was like the same as poison. So every time he poison touched, he just dodged it completely, and like that's Dazzle's entire laning phase is trashed. Yeah,
it is. I mean, Monkey King used to be that kind of a person. You know, even Monkey versus Squat was actually a Monkey winning matchup.
Yeah,
because you could just evade every single Shadow Strike. Think
or the Scream.
You could evade everything. Like, she wouldn't be able to touch you.
So whichever build you went for as the Queen of Pain, like there was no way around it.
He literally made Puck obsolete for a solid while, because you're like, why would I ever pick Puck if I have a Monkey King instead? It's a much better hero. Right.
Demonic looking Queen of Pain.
I like her. You know.
That's sad.
She does it for me.
Okay. Fair enough.
I was talking before about the Arc Order versus Queen of Pain matchup, and I find that it's actually a very skill-based matchup because Arc Warden usually is very used to harassing any sort of melee core. Queen of Pain obviously has enough range to be able to withstand anything. She's not going to get hit by the Arc Warden, but he has a surprising range. She won't get a Shadow Strike off an Arc Warden either, so it'll be interesting to see how Abed adapts his build. Perhaps we'll see a Scream of Pain build completely, foregoing Shadow Strike, only getting 1 level or maybe 2 at the most.
He's going to max a Shadow Strike.
You think so?
That's the only build now.
No, I've seen other Queen of Pains.
The only build now.
I've spoken to pro players that say the same thing. I believe that you can still go for the Queen of Pain build, okay? Especially against an Arc Warden. You're not going to hit him with Shadow Strike unless the Arc Warden wants you to hit him, because he's going to stay away.
But he has to come towards Creep Wave, right?
Not really. His range is absolutely ridiculous. It's 625. It's one of the highest attack ranges in the game, bar Lina.
Okay, but to come to the Creep Wave, like, you've got to stand on the ramp. And Queen of Pain's going to play, Queen of Pain's going to shadow,
we already have the defensive ward to see where Queen of Pain's going to go. Matt, it's just not going to happen. I'm trusting this arc. It's just
how do you never get Shadow Struck?
You don't get Shadow Struck. You just Shadow Strike is actually pretty bad range early on.
But so Queen of Pain steps forward. So you want to go for the range creep last hit. Queen of Pain steps forward. Right. Either you get Shadow Struck or you run away. And
well, you can use the Spark Rate to get the last hit.
But you have to go forward to place it, right?
But the Spark Rate is a ridiculous range too. I'm telling you, I think it's only going to be 2 levels Shadow Strike at most.
Okay.
We'll see here for Ovid. He's.
I mean, that's not the argument. The argument is that the Arc Warden will get Shadow Struck in this lane.
I mean, once or twice, yeah, but not constantly. Is what I'm saying. Like, he's not going to be in threat at all, because you can zone out the Queen of Pain quite nicely with your Spark Wraith. Flux is also really good if she goes out of lane, which usually is the case when you see. Look, he's already zoning them out. There's no Shadow Strike. It's not happening. She's afraid. She's not even getting that point. Abed's been listening to this cast being like, I think this sword fits.
Oh look, Arc Warden has been hit by Shadow Strike. Oh, what a surprise! 1 CS for the Arc Warden and a deny from Abed. That's a real sick start off the first wave.
Yeah, it's actually a really, really good start now. But he's gonna make up for this for now.
So a bit of a late swap coming out. Skemmer's gonna make the long travel down towards bottom lane. They've kept Enigma top.
Yeah, no.
Zephyr's there with Mushi.
All the time. Yeah,
so Ice is tied with DJ's Rubik there. And Shadow Strikes, are they happening mid?
Yeah, they're happening. Yeah. I really was hoping that he would just get away, but I think I overestimated the Arc Warden's range.
This is the difference between Divine 6 and Ancient 4.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. But just... time, okay? He hasn't received much damage yet. It's level 1 Shadow Strike.
Oh, look, another Shadow Strike!
It's all fine. It's all part of the plan. He's tanking the damage so that Abed will lose mana. He knows. Raven knows. Trust.
Also, when this lane hits level 6, Queen of Pain has a massive advantage. She can blow up that Arc Warden super easily.
Yeah, you can, but the Arc Warden, he hits level 6 pretty hard too. And if you blink offensively, right, you have the double flux, and you have no way of going back.
Yeah,
I mean, I think you can kill the Queen of. You can definitely kill the Arc Warden, but I think the Arc Warden might get the counter kill on Queen of Pain afterwards.
Potentially.
We'll see though, because hitting level 6 here on this lane is so important that the knives actually matter a lot. The experience difference is huge. See, this is also the power of Flux. You get 2 points in Flux early, so if he blinks like that. No, we're sorry about this. We're just concentrating so much on this matchup.
How does that happen? Monkey King has died to the Tide and the Rubik.
Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure.
Deary me.
I was not. I'm sorry.
Ice and DJ outskilling Mushi a little bit.
Completely there.
Well, it is a solo lane. Zephyr has completely left the top lane, so Mushi is all alone.
To be entirely fair as well, it's only level 1 Jingle Mastery, right? 30% life or 50% life steal is not that great.
Like, he has the laning advantage.
Once you get level 3.
Well, it has laning advantage like 1v1 against the Tide, but if the Wyvern and Enigma both kind of leave him alone, Playhard and Zephyr kind of ditch the lane for a little bit to go stack, pull, or get some wards down.
Oh, the Trow joined now, and Playhard's dead. Quick kill, and I think Monkey King might be in trouble as well. Mushi does not have the tree dance yet, telekinesis back, but Drow's just not concerned with it.
He wants that 4th hit so badly.
He really does.
Does Drow come with
I think
arrow?
you can kill him. Look at that. I love that ghost build, by the way, by Ice. Play offensively. Now the anchor smash. Mushi cannot hit him.
My goodness.
Doesn't really matter because the Jingle Match, he could almost have killed him if that Drow actually joined you.
He just goes jungle now, right? Like, Mushi's got to give up on this lane.
Yeah. So maybe we overestimate how good the Monkey King is versus the Tide matchup. If you go for the Ghost plus anchor smash build, you don't have the armor to tank that. And what?
Queen of Pain solo killing Arc Ward?
Yeah. I was definitely not expecting that, to be honest.
Easy game.
Yeah,
Shadow Strike level 3.
He's getting so many Shadow Strikes. So many Shadow Strikes.
I didn't want to shout at you, but you were wrong.
No, I'm totally wrong. I'll eat my words, man.
Very wrong.
I don't eat the food I bought today. I'll eat those words. Yum, yum, yum.
That's fine.
I can recognize when I'm wrong. I was expecting much more from Raven, to be honest. I thought the zone up for Spark was a bit stronger. Top lane, though, Mushi, maybe playing a bit too hard, wants to get the kill on Chaz. Phonic Shield will kill him as well. However, Playhard does get this slight counter kill there on the Rubik. Good job there with the Winter Wyvern. That mid lane, though.
Yeah, I mean, he might die again soon. Abed, running low on mana, but does have a blink and a Shadow Strike, and you see this kind of 300 HP Arc Warden.
When you're winning by so much experience, you can go for this build, and it's such an oppressive build, because there's nothing the Arc Warden can really do. You really need that level 3 flux.
This is like the standard on Queen of Pain.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, particularly when you have the experience difference, and now you're going to go for the Sonic Wave. There's nothing the Arc Warden can do.
Just keep the pressure on and keep going.
Yep.
And going and going.
There's, Let me get the Shadow Strike off. Oh, that worked, yeah.
He has Blink Scream soon, but Arc Warden's just ditching. He's out of there. He wants top shrine. 15 seconds. All bounty runes and shrines come up. What do we have on the rest of the map? Monkey King has moved down bottom. Level 3 for Mushi. We'll try and take this bottom lane away from Skem, because Ice has shifted here, and you want the Monkey against the Tide. Ice going for the bounty rune play, but he's in a 1v3. Zephyr here already with Mushi, and Skem stopping him up and killing him off. Quick and easy kill on the Tide.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice. Finally giving some gold to Mushi, who does rotate down bottom, right? We saw the the Drow Ranger rotate up top to try to get the Monkey King lane, but instead Monkey King falls Ice. But here DJ's trying to do the same thing in the middle lane, trying to get the kill onto the Arc Warden, and Jesus Christ, he is just not being able to do anything. The Sonic Wave is up as well. Not enough mana though, unfortunately, but she's getting it back with a clarity. And I don't think you need it.
Only one null here for Abed as well. I keep looking back to him thinking, hey, he's got 25 CS, 18 denies, but it's just this pressure. Like you're saying, it is oppressive, the Shadow Strike. Damage over time that's forcing Raven to just keep falling back. And Abed absolutely slaying it in the CS.
Yeah. The lack of boots here for Raven is really hurting him as well against the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. This is a bit of a given, seeing as Geek Fam do have this Enigma back in the jungle. They are missing out on the laning stage quite significantly. So Fnatic, they know that they can, and they kind of have to pressure to make up for that bit of efficiency from the Enigma. Yeah,
the solo lane matchup, though, in the mid lane going so much in favor of the Queen of Pain is purely just because Abed is so good. Like, there is that skill element involved where he knew exactly how to pressure the lane. Now,
Monkey bot. Mushi in trouble. One more missed coil. It's coming off cooldown.
Oh, he can evade it.
Champ is diving, but he's gone the wrong way. Mushi is juked through the tree.
Oh, he's stuck.
Shield.
Get past the dragon. And will the Garden Dragon beat Chabs? Apparently not. The Phonic Shield is too strong. He can still deny himself. No, he actually doesn't have miscoil.
Yikes.
It was on cooldown.
He used it to pop the shield instead of wait. Like, he tried to time it when shield was about to pop, so he'd deny himself coming straight out of shield, but unfortunately, just a little bit too early. MP and Skem having a bit of a battle, and giving away an observer ward location there, MP. Skem testing the waters. Yeah, they're pinging it out right now. They know there is vision there from Fnatic. As DJ looks for the lift up, telekinesis back, MP with those frost arrows slowing Skem on his retreat, but he's got stick and a salve.
That marksmanship almost killed him.
Double stout shield and ring of protection, keeping that centaur alive through that damage.
And he also had the phase boots, which helped him just barely being able to get into the trees.
Alright, Enigma helm time.
Okay.
Centaur is there. No catapult wave for another couple of minutes, though. So these tier 1s are safe for now.
It's a bit late on the helm, though. Isn't 6 minutes the... Am I just... Huh? I usually see this helm around 6:30, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, 6 is like prime time. You're like, almost perfect. So I think you can get it like 5:20 or something as a super speedy Enigma farming jungle.
But you got 7:30.
7:30 is like within reasonable bounds. I think between 6 and 10 minutes, depending on how much you get pressured or what camps you get, there's quite a bit of leeway for that Enigma.
What is the Abaddon doing jabs?
Like, as long as you get helm before second catapult wave, it's always perfectly fine.
Yeah, I guess, cause that's the big... But you want to get a couple... Ideally, you want to get a kill, because you were mentioning this earlier, right? Sheffer or Enigma pick makes their lanes inherently weaker. Now you kind of want to make up for it with the helm of the Dominator.
Radiant scanning. I wonder where the Drow is.
Oh, no, the Dark Warden doesn't have the clone anyway, so he's dead. They don't even need to waste the Sonic Wave on him. Double damage on Abed also. Might hurt
Abed can stay and kill all of them here.
Yes, Sonic Wave, so Mushi's dead here if he wants to.
Oh, nice stampede.
That's going to be dead Mushi.
Not jukey enough.
We also didn't mention this when Misko. Look at that range. Look at that range.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
It's stupid ability.
But man, this Queen of Pain now, what's her net worth? 3k? Drow's actually 3.5, but Abed up top jumps on the Skem.
She saw the Sonic Wave, so I think Skem is dead.
She doesn't even... I don't think she needed to use it, honestly. Blinker's coming back up in a second, but the juke out from the Centaur and the jump in from Mushi. They have this Enigma here, but no black hole, and Abed trades his life for at least one additional kill.
That Sonic Wave was, you know, it happened. Unfortunate for Abed, he was doing really well for himself, but he got a bit cocky there. You can't fight against the whole team. You don't have the double damage anymore, right? They don't find the Rubik there, just to TP in time. Now a Tidehunter as well, take out the Eidolons. A lot of gold for Ice Ice Sight. They want to defend this. Mushi is actually committing his Wukong's command. Has to hit Ice Ice Sight. The Ravage is still there, and he's fighting on the tower. Tries to evade the damage, does not do so in time, and Mushi will just die to Ice Ice Sight.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit tilted here if I was Mushi, getting that last pick Monkey King.
Dire's middle tower
being handed the key to the city pretty much, but then having Fnatic outplay you in lane. Ice 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 really must be tilting Mushi quite a lot, because not only has Monkey King lost the Tide matchup, but he's been killed a couple of times in a row now because Ice 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 has baited him into situations where Mushi felt strong.
You've lost all your lanes here on the Geek Fam. There's not a single lane that went your way. In fact, the Enigma is actually more farmed than the Arc Warden right now. It is never a position when to be in his Arc Warden. Like, Arc Warden can recover quite decently, but ideally, that's if you have some other hero that's, you know, creating space for you, and you just don't have that right now.
Yeah, you need this Hand of Midas on Raven, you need Enigma to hit level 6, it's coming soon, but you need to start using these ultis. Bottom lane, they will pop the Stampede for the Drow. But the Abaddon behind her, it's like, nah, you can't.
So the 10-minute Hand of Midas on Arc Warden is already bad. Like, it's not the greatest timing, and he's already late on that. He doesn't even use his clone because he knows he can't kill Abed. Jesus.
Abed with that haste rune bottled as well.
Yeah, so the Flux, he's not even wasting double Flux on him. In fact, Abed can get this kill, perhaps use the clone just to deter this initiation. Abed's just taking the catapult to make sure the Flux doesn't just kill him. Well played there.
And where does the Arc Warden go? Okay, gets healed up a little bit by Play Hard. Nice D-Ward.
The real issue here for the Arc Warden right now is that you don't actually have a way to recover before you get the Hand of Midas. Your jungling speed is atrocious, especially with the build you went for. Flux is just for killing heroes, is really not good for farming.
This is why we saw OG kind of shift Arc Warden from mid lane to safe lane. It was one of Thompson's kind of favorite heroes, and after the Necro build became a little less popular, people shifted back into the Midas Maelstrom. It really was a safe lane hero because you needed that Midas as quickly as possible. The fastest way to do that is to safe lane it up, but here they kind of had to. You know, we said that Arc Warden needs to go mid. They need the Monkey against Tide matchup. They want that Centaur to try and weather this. Oh, speaking of Monkey King, yet again being pressured by Ice 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 in that top lane. She has to hide back in the trees. And every single one of these Geek Fam players or heroes, they're falling back to Fountain, to hide behind tower, to try and farm in between their tier 1 and tier 2, while Fnatic really are laying it on thick. DJ's Rubik with Arcanes already completed, pops them out for Ice 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 just to continue shoving out that top lane. Wow, an interesting build for Ice Ice Ice, in fact.
Nice.
He's got Phase, Morbid Mask, drums are nearly done, but
carry side. Oh, this could be a problem though. They do use the Wukong's command, but against the Ravage, Ice does not want to fight against 15 heroes. Realizes that now. They even use a black hole for this. 2 ultimates for Ice.
You know what this is? This is Mushi saying, guys, we need to kill this bloody Ice Tide. Come on, ulti. Come on, ulti. They throw the Wukongs, the black hole, and even Arc Warden turns up to have a bit of a go on the old rodeo with Tide.
You know, in that situation, I think you actually kind of have to give the last hit there for Arc Warning. When you have 4 heroes ganking, especially early, you don't get anything from just being there. And your Arc Warning needs that Midas. It's way too late. It's 30 minutes in. This is terrible.
Especially with no boots.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even like he went for other items beforehand. You used to see back in the day, you know, the Aquila Arc Warden is like, okay, you can delay that Midas a bit. You were having 0 impact. And the comment you were making about the Arc Warden carry is very true. The only reason you can play Miz because he has decent matchup against a lot of heroes, but Abed absolutely destroyed him this lane.
DD again for Abed's Quap as they start and try and chain stun him, but that TP from Centaur was never going to come. I guess if they got the Winter's Curse range, they maybe could have set up for the Centaur Stomp, but Play Hard didn't throw his spells.
Yeah, exactly. He threw Splinter Blast instead.
Yeah.
Oh, Enigma as well in the enemy jungle. Sheffer is dead. I'm trying to figure out what he was doing there. What is it?
Love it. Well, there's the Hand of Midas. 13 minute 34. Hand of Midas done. It's catch-up time for that Arc Warden.
I mean,
they're trying to set up middle. Mushi jumps down from the trees. Abed has the Abaddon behind, and Mushi, just look at how quickly he drops. Sonic's Wave will finish him off. Scam and Play Hard with Winter's Curse will catch the Quap. They'll stomp and chain stun her down, but they don't have the damage to kill her completely. And Abed just wants to finish off the tower, but Scam's there with a deny, and now the chase is kind of on here. With Mist Coil and more damage from the Queen of Pain, they jump forward aggressively. But Centaur survives.
Radiant's top
Zephyr,
tower
maybe looking for a backstab, but with no black hole, difficult position to be in.
Radiant's top tower.
And the Radiant don't have any ward coverage of their own jungle, so that big purple circle has been drawn out by the Enigma saying, hey, this isn't safe. Oh, they do. They do have one low ground ward, I guess.
Yeah, but they've dewarded somewhat behind them, as you can see with these 2 sentries, somewhat dewarding around the more dangerous areas. You have this plateau that we talked about in every single game, essentially, which is this area right here. You're kind of safe. But Enigma's taking his farm, which is, I guess, it's fine because the Arc Warden can't really farm jungle effectively, but still, you need your Monkey King, your Arc Warden to find some farm. Enigma has become your core at this point. Oh, right, Sheffer might be hunted down by Abed. Abed now in a bit of trouble. They need to get close to him, dispel everything with the Aphotic Shield. Another huge thing, by the way. Aphotic Shield completely counters your Arc Warden. Flux is essentially the only catch you have early game with a hero in your punt to get kills. Aphotic Shield takes that away easily.
Bounty runes. Mushi's gonna get 2 top.
Oh, that's okay. He's going for the Vlad's drums build on the Tidehunter.
Yeah. I just found it interesting that he
built half drums.
Yeah, built Morbid Mask and then went for drums and then was like, I'm gonna go Vlad's. But it's going to be a real nice timing here. 15.5 minutes in, he's got 2 stat and aura items. Drow has the double Wraith Yasha. They're ready to fight because Queen of Pain needs just that little bit of burst income to finish off the Orchid. A good couple of kills, maybe a 2. Oh, they're catching Rubik down bottom. They've expended Winter's Curse. 4 hero rotation for a DJ Rubik. Well worth it there, Geek Fam. Get it in. Go on.
Yeah, DJ. I mean,
oh, they're doing Roshan. Oh, really nice. This is right. We say it very often. That bottom lane is the bane of existence for the Radiant team, right? Because the Dire naturally push it in. Super nice place for them to invade the jungle, get some deep wards down. But it pulls the Radiant away from Roshan. You know, top lane for the Dire, their safe lane. They can keep shoving it. Oh, Monkey King. Oh, dearie me. What's happened there? Mushi's gone in and he's fallen flat on his face. A toddler waddling forward. The Roshan pit is not where he's meant to be.
He was super hopeful and optimistic with Wukong's command, thinking he could do anything in that team fight. Like,
maybe he expected Stampede?
Even then, you're a Monkey King with no items. Oh, actually, Monkey King with Midas. I just noticed that. He's going for Recovery Midas.
Yikes.
Yeah, that is... I don't remember the last time I've ever seen a Monkey King with Midas.
No, that
competitive, mind you.
I can't remember exactly, but I know that every time they do, it's a comeback mechanism. It's
definitely that.
It's always hey, hang on a second, I've got Treads, Wraith Bands, and I don't feel like my Echo Saber, my Shadow Blade, my Maelstrom, my BKB timings are gonna hit properly, because Monkey very much reliant on hitting these item timings at a decent pace as they start bottom.
Okay, this time they might get a more important kill, at least on Ice Science. He starts the Ravage, and there's team behind him. Manages to get Ravage on 3. Stops him. Now Jabs is here, and the Stampede has just finished. They can start hitting them. First goes down the Enigma. Now Scam the next target. Mushi will also die, and the only reason why Mushi dies first is because Scam is actually quite tanky. But
that is
zero chance at fighting that.
That is a game over fight. That is a fight which really does show who's dictating the pace of the game. It's an aggressive move by Geek Fam to come and push out this bottom lane and try and defend. They're looking for kills onto a hero. The hero, unfortunately for them, was tied. I mean, Abed even getting 200 gold mid lane on that Hellbear. But yeah, Fnatic in perfect position to come and defend Ice, right? They swarm in, they move forward, they've got the Ravage, and the 3 heroes from Geek Fam didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, this has been a bit of a stomp for Fnatic. Geek Fam really unable to do anything. I'm not really sure what their battle plan is now to beat Fnatic. They have the Arc Warden to sort of delay the push with Magnetic Fields, but it's only level 1 right now, which means it's not the great delay mechanism. Your Tempest double is also not level 3, which is pretty big, because that means you get the double Magnetic Field out of the clone, so you currently only get 1. I don't know what to say. It's just very difficult for Geek Fam, especially if they keep playing like this, like they're still playing a normal match. You are losing by a lot. Any showing of yourself in the map,
I just don't know what Monkey
can mean your death.
Like the thing is, so this Hand of Midas on Monkey King, it's not bad, right? Because in this position, you're kind of thinking, what do I buy? You know, it's a stopgap item that allows you to maybe go for another 4 or 5 minutes and decide what itemization you want to go towards, because he needs a BKB, but he also needs some kind of in-between item, you know, Maelstrom or Basher or like a S&Y maybe, if you can afford it. It's just real awkward for the Monkey.
Is under attack.
Rubik down bottom, he's stolen Primal Spring, he's jumping around, but Scam doesn't quite land the stomp. Mushi following DJ, Tarzan's bouncing over the canopy.
I think the Rubik is a better Monkey King than the Monkey King. No?
I mean, he's the same level as the Monkey King. They're both level 11 somehow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is depressing. And the Queen of Pain's level 16. I actually haven't talked about the level difference much, but that's absurd. You're 4 levels above anyone in Geek Fam.
Monitors, sorry. We've been playing with our monitors turned off this whole time. Fnatic turning their monitors on now to play properly with a 10k lead, 20 minutes in.
They just realized, I bought a Midas on minute 15? Jesus.
They still have Aegis for a minute and 30. So they could go, they've got a double damage rune and Orchid on the Queen of Pain. This is a pretty good time to go and shift forward with the Ravage ready as well.
They managed to catch out the Rubik here. Actually, that tree dance does not work for the Rubik as they saw the tree allowed to get the stun lock off.
But again, you see where they are. 2 heroes bottom, it's your Enigma, your Tide, your 2 big teamfight heroes. So top tier 2, it's forfeit. There's no way you defend it.
Yep.
Mid lane being shoved out by the Drow. The bouncy runes are going to be gathered top by Fnatic. Fortunately, Geek Fam do get a couple down south. But it's damage onto your tier 3 potentially. Oh, Abed didn't get any hits on it. Very sad.
Dire's bottom tower.
Here the goal is to at least take a tier 1. They kill off Mushi in the top lane. I'm not even bothering with this.
Mushi died in Fountain.
Oh, what? He TP'd though. He was TP'ing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, they're gonna try to cancel these TPs. The Ravage comes out, and the Blink is already up on Ice. Look at Shepard get disintegrated. That's a Tide Under killing you. It's not even like a relevant damaging hero.
Yeah. So now Geek Fam, they know that lanes are lost. The map pressure is coming thick and fast. There is no way that they can move really anywhere across the river or make plays without smokes. So there is one thing they can rely on. Is
the Queen of... No.
Maybe coming to play around this shrine area. You know, if they can come and deward the shrine, get themselves up on its high ground. They've got the big teamfight ultis, Winter's Curse and Black Hole. The trouble is Abed just shreds through them. There's the Winter's Curse, but it's on the Quap with no one really to whack into her. She'll survive through it all.
And they didn't have the clone, so they couldn't... they just activated the clone, so they didn't have much time to spark Wraith up either, which was the ideal situation. It's also a bit difficult to spark Wraith up with the Winter's Curse, because you can't put them directly in range, because otherwise they just hit when they're invulnerable. So.
And I honestly feel like you need the Winter's Curse to set up a Black Hole.
You do, yeah, for sure. because there's no way this name is getting a black hole otherwise. But even if you do set up, you have the Gust on the Drow Ranger, you have the Orchid on the Queen of Pain, and the Rubik with whatever stun he steals plus telekinesis.
Oh, come on, dude. He's going to get a 5-man curse, 5-man black hole. They're never going to cast Gust on him.
It's true. Just catch everyone, look.
Just catch everyone. Believe.
Good.
Seriously, this top shrine for the Radiant, this is where they have to play off. This is their base of operations right now. They push top.
Fnatic knows this. Look at this ward already here, and it's actually pretty difficult. Oh no, because it's in the... Oh no, it's not blocking the cap. I love when they do this.
It's in a super sneaky place because A, they need to contest the next Roshan. B, they want to try and make a fight happen that's not on the doorstep of their tier 3s, right? Because if Drow gets to your tier 3s or the Queen of Pain, they are going to destroy them. And it's much more difficult to set up a fight when Fnatic have the 1 or 2 front men, or front women, I guess in this case, with people sat behind as the reaction. The Tide, the Abaddon, Rubik, very good reactor heroes. You want to be able to put yourselves on a high ground, on a ramp, where you can dictate the pace of play and really who you initiate on. Again, it comes down to this vision game. Who gets to jump first? Rubik gets jumped by the Monkey King. And Mushi, oh, is he going to get a kill? Is Mushi getting juked? Zephyr comes and steals it.
But wait, because there's a counter initiation by Fnatic, and they're considering initiating without the Rubik. It doesn't matter that much as long as they're the Queen of Pain and the Drow alive. They could just go in. For now, they see the Arcor and TP, and they're not going to catch him, but they can at least get some of the other cores here. Centaur, a valuable target. So is the Winter Wyvern. She does have that Winter's Curse. They're going to find the Centaur in the trees. Tries to TP, but look at that damage from Abed. Ridiculous. Guys in base because the double damage plus the extra attack speed from the Drow Ranger was absurd.
Level 2 marksmanship. Absolutely shredding him.
I mean, what Drow Ranger did? Nothing. He didn't hit him. What are you talking about?
Drow Ranger pumped him.
Nah, it was Queen of Pain. It was all Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain did no damage. It's not as if Abed's had like 5 DDs this game.
This is the time of the 4K versus 5K debate. What can you see what that says on the screen?
I just don't want to talk about Queen of Pain anymore.
Where's the marksmanship exactly? I can't see it.
It doesn't show up.
Dota's just bugged. 2,000 damage by Queen of Pain, nothing.
Queen of Pain gets attack speed, come on.
Yeah, it's all the Drow. I mean, that is actually pretty
huge.
It is
all the Drow.
It is pretty huge. The attack speed has actually made a big difference there. I was surprised. I was like, how is Queen of Pain attacking so quickly without any attack speed items? Well, Drow Ranger. I mean, Fnatic is just dominating by a lot, but you're right. Geek Fam still has the chance. They have a really good high ground defense now that Arcor finally reaches that level 16 or so. You have the magnetic field, with max duration. That's 13 seconds of invulnerability with the Tempest Double. If you manage to get the final level of Tempest Double, you get 13 seconds simply out of the Tempest Double, and you have 26 out of your Arc Warden, more or less. It's a lot. The Drow Ranger cannot get through. Both of your heroes in Fnatic are ranged, so you put them in very awkward positions if you're fighting against that bubble. That's why he's sort of considered a counter. He has Mjolnir as well for start to push out the lanes, and Trial Boots will come out next. They're not done yet. Geek Fam still has a chance. Unfortunately, I don't think Mushi has a chance to recover much this game. The Midas was a good choice, but you are in such a bad position right now, buddy.
And again, his item progression, he has to come back from BKB. Can't go for any Maelstrom or S&Y or anything, and his Midas is off cooldown. Come on, Mushi, just use it on the range creep, buddy. Is he AFK?
No, he's not. He's just afraid. He's picking the bounty rune, so maybe he's just directing his team right now. I actually do want him to. You can use the Midas from trees, right?
Yeah. Mushi. Massive Midas.
Maybe he's just role-playing as a ward, and he's just deciding that I really wanted to use the Midas.
Mushi, I respect you and I love you as a player, but please use your Midas. Please use your Midas. Oh my god, please use your Midas. Mushi?
Well, why is he not using his Midas?
I don't understand. Is he so tilted? He wants to use it on the catapult. No. Okay, no.
Just as you say that. What? I can only imagine he thought there were people around and he was afraid of showing himself.
See, what I'm pretty sure is he's taken off his headset and he's turned to the rest of his team, telling them what to do. He's coaching. He's coaching. Got into full authoritarian mode, telling them where they need to play.
It's Emperor Mushi now. Alright, Sheffer could be in trouble again. We've seen Sheffer having some questionable positioning here. Well, not really. I think he's just soaking up, trying to play essentially the scout for the game, and pushing out the lanes as much as he can. He has Ghost Scepter, so he's going for a full defensive build. I don't mind this on the Enigma, honestly. You're kind of in a very desperate position here with Geek Fam, so you kind of have to go for these items that you usually wouldn't. And I wonder what Mushi... He's going first for BKB. That's actually not a bad idea either.
He has to.
Yeah, you have to. Just so you don't get destroyed by everything in the enemy team.
Yeah, I mean...
Drought still hurts, though.
Ravage, Gust. The trouble is, you're never going to be able to deal with Drought. That's the Arc Warden's job.
Well, I don't know. You can still jump on her. You can, and if you jump on her, you break her marksmanship, right? Okay, a black hole for a Rubik.
Got him. But again, we know why this is happening. DJ is playing bottom for a purpose. He doesn't care if he dies there. He's gone for 40 seconds, but he says, thank you very much. I've sucked you down. This bottom lane, I've drawn the attention of 4 heroes, so the rest of my team can go into Roshan and take it easily with no contest whatsoever.
No, DJ is quite happy with this happening constantly, especially because he just used Shepard used the black hole on him, I'll say. Which means that now Fnatic has a bit more leeway to initiate. You still have the Winter's Curse, but no follow-up afterwards, because that was your main follow-up for the Winter's Curse, right?
Yep. And now it's high ground time.
Okay, so is it
Precision or a catapult. High ground coming.
Here's the Fnatic field, but Abba just jumps in, doesn't care. He has the BKB activation for the Aegis Kid is gone. He's starting to play. There's the Ravage as well. They wanted to go for the Arc first. I'm sorry, for the Centaur first, and they almost murder him down. The silence. Is it going to kill him? Yeah, no pop. No,
oh, wow.
Never mind. The Orchid you got used at the end, so he survives that entirely. But they do destroy the Winter Wyvern. That means no Winter's Curse. You might have to buy back on her. And the Arc Warden's out of magnetic field, so there's no defense anymore. Giants are starting to really push that tower with the Queen of Pain helping out.
Radiant's top tower.
Easy tier 3. Easy precision aura.
Dire's bottom tower.
Okay, it just seems impossible. Okay, they're magnetic field, but every time that's activated, Abed actually jumps in. He's just played by Abed.
Straightforward.
The Gust to stop the initiation onto him, and now they actually caught poor Mushi in the wrong side, destroying him quickly with Abed, also murdering this poor Arc Warden. They're down for 50 seconds each. I don't think there's a chance for them to come back into this game, actually.
It is only one lane of barracks. Don't you worry. Silver lining time. No, they call GG. They tap out. They know there's absolutely no way. 19k